Up, up, up.
I bet while we were talking you made like $100,000?
Could be. You play the market?
No, the ukulele. And I sing, too.
For your own amusement?
A bunch of us girls are appearing at the hotel. Sweet Sue and her society syncopators.
Oh, you're society girl.
Oh, yes, quite. You know, Bryn Mawr, Vassar. We're just doing this for a lark.
Syncopators. Does that mean you play that very fast music, jazz?
Yeah, real hot.
Oh, well, I guess some like it hot. I personally prefer classical music.
Good evening. Welcome to Insomnia Theater. I'm Paul Ganus. Without a doubt, Marilyn Monroe is a pop culture icon. The American actress, model, and singer, best known for playing comic blonde bombshell characters, became one of the most popular sex symbols of the 1950s and early 1960s, as well as an emblem of the era's sexual revolution. She was a top-billed actress for a decade, and by the time of her death in 1962, her films had grossed $200 million. That's equivalent to $2 billion in today's dollars. In 1999, the American Film Institute ranked her as the 6th greatest female screen legend from the golden age of Hollywood. Now, some of Marilyn's most popular films include How to Marry a Millionaire, Bus Stop, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, The 7-Year Itch, The Misfits, and perhaps her most successful film, Some Like It Hot.
Some Like It Hot is a 1959 American crime comedy film, directed, produced, and co-written by Billy Wilder. It stars Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, and Jack Lemmon. The film is about two musicians who disguise themselves by dressing as women to escape from mafia gangsters whom they witnessed committing a crime. Some Like It Hot opened to critical and commercial success and is considered to be one of the greatest films of all time. It's one of my personal favorites. The film received 6 Academy Award nominations, including Best Actor, Best Director, and Best Adapted Screenplay, and winning for Best Costume Design. In 1989, the Library of Congress selected it as one of the first 25 films for preservation in the United States National Film Registry for being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. The film was produced without approval from the Motion Picture Production Code, the old Hays Code, because it features cross-dressing. The code had been gradually weakening in its scope since the early 1950s, owing to greater social tolerance for taboo topics in film, but it was enforced until the mid-1960s. The overwhelming success of Some Like It Hot is considered one of the main reasons behind the retirement of the Hays Code. The film was shot in California during the summer and autumn of 1958. AFI reported the production dates between early August and November 12, 1958 at Samuel Goldwyn Studios. Many scenes were shot at the Hotel del Coronado in Coronado, California, which appeared as the Seminole Ritz Hotel in Miami in the film, as it fit into the era of the 1920s and was near Hollywood. The Mirisch Company was the film's presenter, and producer Walter Mirisch employed several crew members from his home base, the Allied Artists Studio. Every time my wife and I go down to Coronado to visit the Hotel Del, we fondly remember the film. Tony Curtis was spotted by Billy Wilder while he was making the film Houdini in 1953. He thought Curtis would be perfect for the role of Joe. "I was sure Tony was right for it," said Wilder, because he was quite handsome, and when he tells Marilyn that he's one of the Shell Oil family, she has to be able to believe it. Wilder's first idea for the role of Jerry was Frank Sinatra, but he did not come to the audition. Jerry Lewis and Danny Kaye were also considered for the role of Jerry, but finally, Wilder saw Jack Lemmon in the comedy Operation Mad Ball and selected him for the part. Wilder and Lemmon would go on to make numerous films together, including The Apartment and several other films which also included Walter Matthau. According to York Film Notes, Wilder and writer I.A.L. Diamond did not expect a star as big as Marilyn Monroe to take the part of Sugar. Mitzi Gaynor was who we had in mind, Wilder said. The word came that Marilyn wanted the part, and then we had to have Marilyn. Wilder and Monroe had made the film The 7-Year Itch together in 1955. By all accounts, there were many problems with Marilyn Monroe, who lacked concentration and suffered from an addiction to pills at the time. She was constantly late to set and could not memorize many of her lines, averaging 35 to 40 takes for a single line, according to Tony Curtis. The line, "It's me, sugar," took 47 takes to get correct because Monroe kept getting the word order wrong, saying either "sugar, it's me" or "it's sugar, me." Curtis and Lemmon actually made bets during the filming on how many takes she would need to get it right. 3 days were scheduled for shooting the scene with Shell Jr. and Sugar at the beach, as Monroe had many complicated lines. But surprisingly, the scene was finished in only 20 minutes. Monroe's acting coach, Paula Strasberg, and Monroe's current husband, Arthur Miller, both tried to influence the production, which Wilder and other crew members found quite annoying. But despite these difficulties, Wilder also stated that Monroe played her part wonderfully. Some Like It Hot received widespread acclaim from critics and is considered among the best films of all time. On review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, 94% of 70 critics have given the film a positive review, with an average rating of 9.1 out of 10. The website's critical consensus reads, "Some Like It Hot, a spry, quick-witted farce that never drags." According to Metacritic, another review aggregator which calculated a weighted average score of 98 out of 100 based on 19 critics, said, "The film received universal acclaim." Chicago Sun-Times' Roger Ebert wrote, "Wilder's 1959 comedy is one of the enduring treasures of the movies, a film of inspiration and meticulous craft." Ebert gave the film 4 stars out of 4 and included it in his great movies list. John McCartan of The New Yorker referred to the film as a jolly, carefree enterprise. And Richard Roud, writing for The Guardian in 1967, said with this film, Wilder comes close to perfection.
Until next time, this is Paul Ganus. In the words of Marilyn Monroe herself, keep smiling, because life is a beautiful thing, and there's so much to smile about. The popcorn's hot. Enjoy the film.
I couldn't aspire to anything higher than to feel the desire to make you my own. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-doodly-dum-boo. I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone.
Daphne, your boyfriend's waving at you. You can both go take a flying jump. Remember, he's your date for the night, so smile. Oh, you can do better than that. Give him the teeth, the whole personality.